I'm Hannah. This feels weird. I'm curious how many tries this is gonna take me. Whenever it shouldn't even matter. I should just talk. That's what I've been wanting to do this whole time, anyway. Whenever I start to feel and decide, okay, I'm ready to talk to the camera, I'm ready to tell my story like I've been wanting to, I get so scared and I just start running through my head, almost scripting it. I even wrote a script, which ultimately didn't work out because I know I just need this to flow. And I have to start eventually. I can't just keep waiting for it to be perfect. What is perfect? I don't know, but I've been chasing it what feels like my whole life. Trying to be perfect for other people's approval so that somebody will finally tell me you did it right. So, I don't know. I know I'm tired of performing, yet here I am sitting on camera. Honestly, this is what feels like me being real for the first time. And I think that's why I've struggled to post on social media a lot, is because it just feels so, look at me. And I'm just not that person. I honestly don't know who I am right now. I just know I need to follow what feels right and allow myself to feel and to talk about this, share my story, and hopefully I can help somebody else out there too who feels the same way. Like we're always rushing to meet some goal, not even asking ourselves, why do I want this goal? But blindly following it because it's what people around us are doing, or it's what we think we should do based on the people around us. So I wanted to sit here today and share my story. And hopefully, by the end of this video, I will have something I can throw into my video. But yeah, I'm realizing that I just have to start doing it. It's never gonna be perfect. I'm never gonna feel 100% sure that everything will be okay. Because every time I think that, things kind of go to shit. So I'm embracing the uncomfortability. I'm pretty sure I'm going to ramble. I probably won't make sense sometimes, but I am going to be me. And I'm gonna just let it flow. I don't want a script. I don't want to put on a show. I just want to be here. I want to share what I'm feeling for the first time ever. Maybe not the first time ever, but sharing while giving myself permission to let myself go fully. Because I'll always block myself by expectations because it's just part of who I am. My body holds that. And I'm really tired of holding things in alone and feeling like that's the best way. And I just keep working harder, hold everything in, and eventually I'll make it. Who knows? What is making it, honestly? I've been evaluating that a lot recently. I feel like that's what started all of this chaos. I keep forgetting what I'm talking about. I know this will get easier. And I'm proud of myself for doing this. Even though it's hard, I'm not giving up. I did write a few bullet points to help guide me along the way because I do often find myself getting lost, saying something and forgetting immediately what I said. I'm just giving myself permission to be seen, and hopefully I can reflect back to some of you guys that you're being seen too, even whenever it doesn't feel like it. You're being seen through the stories we hold together, through the pain that we endure as a collective, as we try and fix the system around us that I think everybody knows isn't working anymore. At least I'm starting to figure that out. A harsh truth, but I'm happy with where I am. And yes, I I'm so sad right now. My nervous system's a mess. And yet somehow with all of these feelings, I still feel numb. But the little voice inside of me that wants to create and wants to dream and wants to live, maybe you'll think of it as the inner child, whatever it is. I'm so proud of myself for holding space for her and for not telling her to be quiet and just letting her flow, even though it's hard. The hard things in life, they don't always lead you to sunshine and rainbows, but they'll always teach you something. Everything that I go through, I just try and find the lessons in it now, because I feel like I've been let down so much. I'm not asking for a pity party, for you guys to feel sorry for me. I just want to talk and share my story and be me. And I feel really isolated right now. All I have is my boyfriend and my family. And then I think to myself, wait, okay, so say 2 months ago, whenever I had my job, yeah, I had this giant community around me, the glitz and glam, but I wasn't happy. I was constantly having to hide myself in front of these people. I couldn't speak what was on my mind. I was constantly, I lost my words again. Maybe whenever I lose my words, it's just because it's too hard to say. But I'm glad I'm here talking right now. No more practicing and perfecting and getting it just right. And what should I do? Watching these videos, how to get the best YouTube video. I don't care anymore. I'm tired of trying to be perfect. I would say I'm tired of being good, but I am good from the inside. And nobody else can tell me that. I'm not going off of their expectations. I don't even know if I'm going off my own expectations, because aren't those just things ingrained to me by what about, aren't expectations just things ingrained by what I've experienced in life? This feels incredibly vulnerable, and I'm not used to that. I'm somebody that usually holds it all in. It stays tough. I wasn't like that as a little girl, believe it or not. I was pretty rambunctious, but I was sweet. And I was creative. I got mad. Whenever I got mad, I have to let go of the shame of how I acted as a kid. Because I was a kid, and I wasn't taught how to hold those emotions. And then I thought I taught myself how to hold them, but I was just holding them back. So now my goal in life isn't material. It's not even growth. I just want to fully experience the messy parts, because shit is so messy right now. So chaotic, but it's freeing. And I know that even though this is scary right now, I'll be happy I didn't keep staying quiet, because that's what I'm supposed to do. The little girl in me did not like to stay quiet. But now I've learned some really valuable lessons on how to hold that stuff back. And I think I'm just learning how to use both sides of that. Embracing my rage, because I am angry. It's okay to be angry. It's hard to even accept that I've been through such messed up things. Fucked up shit. I'll say it. But I want to hold that rage, and instead of suppressing myself, learning how to work with it in a balanced way. Not letting those emotions consume me, but still letting them come out. And one sec, I'm gonna go turn off the air conditioner, because I'm sure it's not helping the video quality, because that's something that matters, I guess. Okay, I'm back. I just need a moment to breathe for a second so I can collect my thoughts and come back to you with whatever the fuck it is I need. That's all I care about right now. It's just doing what I need. Not what others need, but what I need. That I beat myself up for that, because I feel like if I'm doing what I need, doesn't that make me selfish? Don't I need to always care about what others are going through? And that's it. I've just always been so consumed in what others think of me or what others need. I haven't given myself time to ask, what do I need? So just give me a moment. I'm gonna breathe for a moment and I'll come back because I'm not hiding anymore. Let me get ready for the camera. Hopefully I have enough storage for this. That one actually does matter. I'm gonna get out my journal. It's right here. This guy has been my best friend recently. I write in it every day. It's a journal. I just jot down things that pop up in my head, things that make me anxious. I wrote my YouTube plan on here. The most recent page that I did, I'll show you. This is floor plan of the apartment I went to go look at today. It's not perfect. I'm a self-taught designer, okay? Give me some grace here. I hope this lighting's okay. Anyways, we'll get to that story. So let me get out my bullet points and let's do this shit. I can feel myself holding myself back. Like, wait, don't say that. Are you sure you want to say that? Wait, don't do it. So I'm trying to work and learn how to move past that feeling because I want to share my story and I want to connect with people. And I know that a lot of people can relate with what I'm going through, being let down by systems, trying to just constantly survive, yet sacrificing your own needs for that. Because you can only survive if others are going to let you, right? No. Surviving is just being free, staying alive. I'm healthy. I move my body. I try to eat healthy. I've got my dog, my boyfriend, my family. I don't know, I guess I've just been evaluating my friendships recently. And like, what is a true friend? Is it somebody that's constantly exactly what you need? And I've realized, no, it's not that. It's somebody that you can go through the messy parts of life with, and they'll be there for you. Even if they don't agree, you just love each other. And even if one of us says something that's not aligned with the other's values, we still find a way to hold space. We embrace those ugly parts, and we can talk about them. We can connect. I don't think it matters us all being on the same side or us all being perfect in a square, in a box. That shit's boring. So yeah. Maybe that's something you all have been evaluating too. Or, I don't know, maybe it's just something I need to get off my chest. So, let's go through my bullet points and let's tell my story. So hi, I'm Hannah. I plan to put my dog Hermes in this video. He makes me very happy, so I'm going to do it. And maybe we'll start over again. There has to be something we can use, right? It's all me. Okay, Hermes, we're on the camera. Look serious. You need to look serious. He looks sleepy. So, hi, I'm Hannah. This is my dog Hermes, my little baby angel butt, and I love him so much. And I'm gonna let him go nap now. I know, you guys probably want to keep on seeing him, but maybe in a bit. Oh, he wants to stay. You want to stay? He does like being held like this. And it does make me feel comfortable. You look very handsome. Okay, so don't mind me. This is the first time being on YouTube and actually recording my face and talking about me. So I don't do this much, even with other people. I hold space for other people. That's what I do. I love doing that. Don't get me wrong. But my health is asking me to focus on myself. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think I already said this, but hi, I'm Hannah. The anxiety in my chest that I'm gonna say something wrong, or that it won't be perfect, or that all the thoughts that I have throughout the day, I'll just lose them whenever I start talking and I'll just sound stupid. Maybe that's true. but I'm learning how to do this, and we're gonna do it together. And if you're still here, hell yeah. The first bullet is introduction. Hi, I'm Hannah. I am 25 years old, completely self-taught designer and asset manager, whatever you want to call it. My past job, wasn't the best at giving titles that were appropriate. I've worn many hats, so I'm going to start over again. And breathe. And it's okay that I'm nervous. I'm allowed to be nervous. I'm allowed to be scared. And I'm allowed to be vulnerable. My heart's pounding so fast. I'm like shaking. Dang, actually I'm pretty steady. Okay, me. Okay, I'm gonna take a few breaths again, and I'll come back. Hi, I'm Hannah. I am 25 years old. I don't have a job. I'm being evicted from my apartment. We can get to that part later. But who am I? It's a good question. I'm still figuring that out. I know that I've worn many hats throughout my life, and I've always just wanted to create and help people and be happy and live my life without holding back. Even though so many times I've had epiphanies where it was like I didn't know I was holding myself back, but I was. And part of that leads me here to make this video. So, should I say it again? Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm 25 years old. I am mainly a designer, and I love doing tarot, astrology, just anything philosophical. I love learning. I've worn many hats in my life, across project management, accounting, working with attorneys, flip house, artsy, all kinds of stuff. And I love my dog. This is a huge part of me. Today, I am making this video because I don't want to play small anymore. I'm tired of contorting myself to fit in boxes that were never meant to hold me forever. And this is part of that growth. I feel like I've been waiting most of my life for someone to finally validate me and tell me that I'm good enough. Like one day, if I try hard enough and I do good enough, I'll finally get permission. You've done it just right, and now you're free to be yourself. But that's the funny thing, is I'm the one that's kept myself in this cage. I've been free the whole time, and I regret none of it. This has all been learning and growth, and I'm still in my cocoon, waiting to become a butterfly, but I feel like that happens in cycles. I've been the butterfly before, I've been in the cocoon. I think that's what's beautiful about life, is you think you've made it, and then you haven't. And then it all can just crumble apart right before your eyes. You never would have expected it because you've been so good the whole time, right? Well, I don't think anyone cares about that. Well, maybe they do if they're expecting you to fit into some kind of box, but whenever you finally decide I don't fit in it, they throw you out. And that part hurts a lot. But through the pain and the loneliness and the thinking and reflecting, I find myself here, still willing to keep moving. So let me get back to my bullet point. I'm making this video today because I'm tired of playing small. I'm tired of waiting for permission to be myself, or that I'm good enough to put myself out there, to be successful. I'm just tired of being a mold of what everyone else wants me to be. I watched a video the other day, and she was talking about how we're all mirrors. And I agree that we're mirrors. But what kind of mirror do we want to be? Do we want to be constantly reflecting what we think others want? Or do we want to be the kind of mirror where we're truly ourselves and we can reflect back to others something about themselves, and we can all find our way home eventually, hopefully. My next bullet. I'm letting it be as messy and chaotic and awkward as it needs to be, so I can just keep walking and keep finding myself and do it freely without waiting for someone to tell me the next steps, or to tell me that I'm worthy of being myself, or that I don't need to be ashamed to be myself. Because I've been living with so much shame, so many boundaries. And boundaries are good. Not whenever you've internalized them and you're blocking yourself off. The little voice that's like, hey, this doesn't feel right, but you ignore it because that's not what everyone else around you thinks. So what? You think that. You should follow that. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what led me here. Even though it's been excruciating. I've been through a lot of hard things in my life. I can say that this is definitely one of the hardest. I've lost people in my life. People have done me wrong, but never at this scale. And especially, being in my mid-20s, it felt like my whole life and my whole future. And part of me is like, well, if we're exiled from that, then who are we? What is our future? Are we going to be able to be what we wanted? And yeah, I'm not sure what I want the future to be. And that's terrifying, but it's kind of exciting too, because I have so much potential is a very used word, but I can be so creative in my future. Why would I want to define it? And yeah, some of you guys are going to be like, well, that's because you've just lost everything, so you need to tell yourself something to feel better, right? Maybe that's true, but at least I'm trying to make myself feel better, and I'm not running away from the pain anymore. Maybe I am in some parts, I don't know, I'll figure that out later. But I'm really tired of living in shame and living in parts of myself and not my full self. So, by me doing this today, I'm hoping that I can inspire someone else out there, whoever's listening and whoever resonates, to do the same. And you're probably asking, why the hell would I want to do this? You sound miserable. And honestly, I don't know the answer to that. I guess even through all of the pain I'm feeling and the anxiety and so scared of what might happen to me or that I'll fail, I feel fulfilled and in awe, I guess is a good way of putting it. In awe by how expansive my mind is and how I have the ability to shift, and how something in the past that I thought would completely break me and ruin me, I'm moving my way through it, and I'm integrating, and I'm allowing myself to do that. And even though it's terrifying, I know it's not the end. And there is still one certainty that I have, and it's that I have this life, and I want to keep living it the fullest way I know how. And I want to keep healing, and I want to learn my nervous system, and I want to learn about people, and I want to share my story, and I want to love my dog, and I want to love my boyfriend and my family. I want to be there for people,